So two Reiki stories that in the end go together. A couple years ago, I had a healing session with Uma from Lotus in the Light Metaphysical Center. And I've always had this, like, as long as I can remember from my teens and 20s, I had this, like, pain on the left side of my stomach. And as I got older into my 30s and 40s, I ended up getting, like, the MRIs and the x-rays done and, like, making sure I didn't have cancer. When I had a colonoscopy, making sure I didn't have anything going on in there, and there was nothing there. So I ended up seeing her, and we did a healing session and went back to where that happened. And it ended up being, like, as a child, when a family member left, my parents got a divorce. And so we ended up removing that object, or removing what happened there. And it ended up coming out as this, like, big, black, gross thorn that had been stuck in my body for, I guess, since I was a kid. But really was causing me, like, actual physical discomfort. And so we pulled that out, and I spent a lot of months doing a lot of Reiki on that to kind of heal that, that issue. Fast forward to a recent session with that family member, and they too had, usually when I do Reiki, and I can sometimes see where people need some work, usually it looks like a cloud. And so I could see a cloud in that area. And while I was down in that area working, I really got the insight and saw them as a younger person and their father leaving them, and the damage that did to them, and how that person also tries to fill that void that was left by their father with people and things. Now, I don't fill that void with people, but I do try to fill that void that I have, and I have a very similar void with things. So I really had, like, a giant aha moment of seeing the circle complete, working to, remove their damage and do Reiki on that damage, and then letting them know, hey, this is what I saw. You can't fill that void with things. Now that you're aware of it, you have to choose whether you want to fill that void with self-care and self-love, or move on. That's their choice at this point. But probably the most interesting thing is when I had that recollection and that understanding and seeing that circular, like, that person was hurt, they hurt me, and we had the circle, like, they'll probably, like, the last remnants of that injury that I have. I could feel that energy leaving me during the session. So I was also getting a release there. So Reiki's amazing. It's God's gift to everyone on this planet. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're in Northern Virginia, or actually anywhere for distance Reiki, hit me up. See ya.